I think we can all agree this is a good day for America. Our country has kept its commitment to see that justice is done. The world is safer. It is a better place because of the death of Osama bin Laden.
Bin Laden's death is the direct result of an order issued by President Obama to his new CIA director, Leon Panetta, a few months into his presidency. The signed order said, "In order to ensure that we have expended every effort, I direct you to provide me within 30 days a detailed operation plan for locating and bringing to justice Osama bin Laden." Bin Laden avoided phone or email communication and relied exclusively on a network of couriers. 4 years ago, Guantanamo Bay detainees revealed the identity, but not the location, of one of those couriers to U.S. intelligence officials. 2 years later, officials determined the general region in Pakistan where that courier and his brother operated. Last August, the key break came when the U.S. pinpointed their exact location: an affluent Pakistan suburb in a 3-story home situated in an extraordinarily unique compound. That compound was built in 2005. It was 8 times larger than other homes in the neighborhood. It had 12 to 18-foot walls lined with barbed wire, 2 security gates, and few windows. Despite being a $1 million home, it had no phone or wireless access. The residents of the compound burned their trash rather than set it on the curb, as is custom in that neighborhood. By September, the CIA determined that a compound like this could not just house the courier and his brother. It must also house a high-value target. By mid-February, the president and CIA director, Leon Panetta, saw enough intelligence to feel confident that that high-value target was indeed Osama bin Laden. Starting on March 14th, the president chaired the first of at least 9 National Security Council meetings to review plans for a course of action, all while Congress negotiated a budget resolution to avoid a government shutdown. And on Friday of last week at 8:20 a.m. in the diplomatic room, the president authorized the military operation to take out bin Laden before leaving to survey tornado devastation in Alabama. No foreign government, including Pakistan, was informed. The operation was originally scheduled for Saturday, but weather pushed it to Sunday. On Saturday evening, the president attended the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where he let on nothing, obviously, when Seth Meyers speculated on Osama bin Laden's location.
People think bin Laden is hiding in the Hindu Kush, but did you know that every day from 4 to 5 he hosts a show on C-SPAN?
Then on Sunday at 2 p.m., the president met with military principals to review final preparations for the air assault. Around 3:30 p.m., that mission began. The president and his closest aides sat in the Situation Room, monitoring the operation in real time. Joining me now, NBC News Chief White House Correspondent Chuck Todd. Chuck, thank you very much for joining me tonight. I know you've got about 1 hour of sleep in the last 24 hours. Chuck, the situation was being monitored in the Situation Room by the president, but it was Leon Panetta in a separate location at CIA headquarters. Was he at the same time participating and directing it from CIA headquarters?
The person directing the operation is the head of JSOC, an Admiral McCraven. He was the person that runs this special forces operation. I want to back up to March 29th. You've given a great timeline, but I'll be honest, Lawrence, we've gotten a couple other briefings even in the last few hours. Essentially, they're doing debriefings of the men who participated in this capture and kill of bin Laden, and so the story continues to unfold. March 29th, the president is offered an array of plans at how to go after bin Laden in this compound. He narrows it down to 2 plans. One is the one that was carried out. The other has not been shared. It was not He dismissed any idea of using Predator drones or any sort of aircraft from above, B-52s or anything like that. And it's at that point that they built a model of this compound. And the Navy SEALs did practice runs on this raid in this replica of the compound. They knew this compound, at least from the outside, about as well as you could, thanks to the aerial footage and everything they had been doing since that last August of last year when they first identified this compound. And you walked us through all the way on Sunday. On Saturday morning, as you know, it was on Friday night when the president was headed back from Florida. He was informed that weather was going to delay this a day. So on Saturday morning, the president calls Admiral McRaven. This is the guy that's leading this. He is the commander in charge of these Navy SEALs that were going in. And he says, well, he wanted to let him know that he had 100% confidence in him, that he believed in this intelligence more, and not everybody around the president believed this was the right way to do. That's why you heard, that's why you've heard the word gutsy call, and this was the gutsiest decision, as John Brennan said at that time. And the president calls up Admiral McRaven, and he says that he just wanted to let him know Godspeed, and that he wanted to personally thank him and his soldiers that were going in, and that he'd be personally following the mission all along. Obviously, you walk through what happened Saturday night. President goes about his day. So on Sunday at 3:30, as they're watching the video come in, and it's a 40-minute long raid, lots of tense moments. John Brennan said today that every minute passed by as if it was a day at some point, particularly the tense moments of the helicopter that was supposed to hover. Two Black Hawks brought this team in. They were both supposed to hover, and instead one got grounded and had to land. And then they heard one of the soldiers on the ground say, Geronimo, 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 E-K-I-A. And what this was a code for, Geronimo was the code for they got, essentially mission accomplished. They got Bin Laden. And the E-K-I-A was to say, enemy killed in action. And that's when they knew, that's when the president knew, over watching both in getting this audio and the video in real time, using the technology, that Bin Laden had been captured and killed. And now we're still getting more information about the firefight itself. Senior administration officials are backing off this idea that Bin Laden ever picked up a gun. There were others in that room that did. Bin Laden was shot twice, once in the head, in the eye, once in the chest. As for the human shield, the woman that was the human shield, they're now backing off of that a little bit and saying it was a woman caught in the crossfire and killed, not Bin Laden's wife. She survived the attack, but this was the wife of one of the others. But the only body they pulled out and took, Lawrence, was Bin Laden's body. At this point in time now, they believe that Pakistani intelligence agency has secured that compound.
Chuck, any indication on how much of this was captured on video?
Quite a bit was captured. There's an amazing amount of video. There is photos and video of Bin Laden's shot head. It's a gruesome photo, and that's why there's still a debate about what to release, how to release it, whether to release it at all. There's a video recording of Bin Laden's burial at sea. At least one person here at the White House has seen it, not the president. And so there is a lot of, it was very important to the president and to the commanders on the ground to be able to have a chronicle of everything that they went about, because they know the belief. But they are not just 100% certain because of DNA, but officials also make note, Lawrence, nobody from Al-Qaeda is somehow pushing back that he's alive, that he's dead. It is only the craziest of conspiracy theorists at this point.
NBC News' Chuck Todd. Chuck, thank you very much for filling us in on the latest details.
You got it, buddy.